Before we begin, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because every week you'll learn how to master English and your mindset together. This one habit can change your entire English learning journey. Not a grammar trick, not a new app. Something far more powerful, something that changes the way you think. Let's begin. You want to become fluent in English. Not tomorrow, not next year, but fast. You want to speak naturally, confidently, without stopping to translate every word in your mind. You've tried everything: grammar books, apps, YouTube tutorials, maybe even English classes, and yet something still feels missing. You can understand English when others speak, but when it's your turn, your mind freezes. Let me tell you something powerful. It's not your tongue that's slow. It's your habit that's missing. Fluency is not just about speaking English. It's about living it. And there's one simple habit that can make you fluent faster than anything else. Thinking in English.
Now, wait.
Maybe you've heard that before. But do you actually do it every day? Most learners don't. They only use English when studying it, not when living their daily life. And that's the mistake. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning. The first thoughts that run in your mind are in your native language. What you'll wear, what you'll eat, who you'll talk to. The moment you switch to English, your brain resists. It says, this is not normal. Because for your brain, English is still an artificial zone, a subject, not a language of life. That's where this one habit changes everything. Start thinking in English every single day, from the moment you open your eyes to the moment you close them. It sounds simple, right? But it's life-changing. Because once your mind starts building its world in English, your fluency becomes natural. Let me give you an example. When you wake up, instead of saying in your head, "AJ kia painin," say, "What should I wear today?" When you're eating, don't think, "Yi acha lag raha hai." Say, "This tastes really good." When you're angry, tired, or happy, describe that emotion in English. "I'm feeling lazy." "I'm so excited." These tiny sentences might look small, but they train your brain to think directly in English. Now here's the science behind it. Your brain has two main memory systems for language, one for translation and one for direct association. When you learn new words by memorizing translations, your brain keeps English in a second box. But when you connect English words directly to emotions, actions, and thoughts, your brain moves them to the native box. That's when fluency happens. You see, native speakers don't think of English words, they feel them. When they say, "I'm starving," they don't translate it from another language, they just feel hungry. And that's what you must train your brain to do. So, here's your first daily exercise. Every time you catch yourself thinking in your native language, stop and switch to English. Even if your sentence is broken. Even if it's just one word. You can start small, but do it every time. For example, you can say, "I'm brushing my teeth." "I'm late again." "This coffee is too hot." "I need to work harder today." At first, you'll struggle. You'll forget. You'll switch back. But that's okay. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about consistency. Think of it like going to the gym. You don't build muscle in one day. You build it through repetition. Every time you think in English, you're training your language muscles. And soon, something magical happens. Your brain stops translating. Words start flowing. You begin to live in English. Let me tell you a real story. There was a student named Arjun. He studied English for 7 years, passed grammar tests, memorized vocabulary, even got high marks in school. But when he met foreigners or had to speak in real life, he froze. One day, he decided to do something different. He made a promise to himself. For the next 30 days, he would think only in English from morning till night. The first 3 days were hard.
He forgot half the time.
He made mistakes in his thoughts, but he didn't quit. By the 10th day, he started catching himself faster. He began to describe things around him in English. "That's a beautiful sunset. I'm tired but proud. I'll finish this later." By day 30, he wasn't just learning English, he was living it. And guess what? When he finally spoke in front of people, his fluency surprised everyone, even himself, because his mind was ready. He had practiced in silence every single day. That's the secret. Fluency doesn't begin when you speak. It begins when you think. So from today, start practicing this habit silently, daily, naturally. Don't wait for a perfect environment. Don't wait for someone to talk to. You are your own best partner. Your mind can be your biggest barrier or your greatest superpower. And when you teach it to think in English, you unlock fluency faster than you ever imagined. You see, when you start thinking in English, something unexpected begins to happen. It's not just your language that changes, it's your identity. You begin to feel different, more confident, more capable. Because language isn't just a tool of communication, it's a mirror of how you see yourself. Think about it. When you speak your native language, you feel comfortable, natural, and expressive. But when you switch to English, suddenly you hesitate. You overthink. You judge yourself.
Why?
Because in your mind, English belongs to others, not to you. It's the language of smart people, the language of professionals, the language of those who grew up abroad. But let me tell you the truth. English doesn't belong to anyone. It's not a nationality. It's a skill. And anyone who trains their mind can master it. That's why this habit of thinking in English is so powerful. It removes that invisible wall of "I can't." It tells your brain, "I belong here. I can express myself in this language too." Now, here's the deeper layer of this habit, emotion training. Because fluency is not just mental, it's emotional. You must learn to feel in English. Let's say you're angry. Normally, you'd think, "Muy gasa e raha hai." But when you switch to "I'm angry," your brain starts linking your emotion to English words. When you're sad, say, "I feel low." When you're proud, say, "I did it." When you're scared, whisper, "I can handle this." These emotional connections teach your brain that English isn't just grammar. It's a living, breathing emotion system. The more you do this, the more natural your reactions in English become. Now, let's talk about actions. Every time you do something in your day, even small, try describing it mentally in English. When you walk, think, "I'm walking fast." When you eat, think, "This is delicious." When you check your phone, think, "Too many messages today." Why does this matter? Because you're rewiring your subconscious mind. You're telling it, "This is my new default language." There's a powerful rule in psychology called neuroplasticity. It means your brain changes based on what you repeat. The more you repeat a thought pattern, the stronger it becomes. So every time you think in English, you're literally building new brain connections, like laying down new roads inside your mind. At first, these roads are small and rough, but with daily use, they become smooth highways. One day you'll notice you don't have to switch to English anymore. You're already there. And when that day comes, you'll realize something magical. You're not just fluent. You're free. Free from fear. Free from hesitation. Free from translation. Now let me share a small story. There was a girl named Sophia. She lived in a small town and dreamed of working for an international company. But her English was weak. She was shy, and whenever she tried to speak, people laughed. One day, she came across a video that said, "Think in English." She thought, how can I think in a language I don't know? But she still tried. She began small, describing what she saw. This is my pen. I'm writing. It's raining. Then she started describing her feelings. I'm nervous. I'm happy. I'm tired. At first, her mind resisted. It said, this feels weird. But she didn't stop. After 2 months, she noticed something. When someone spoke English, she didn't need to translate. Her mind just understood. And when she replied, her words came faster. Not perfect, but natural. Today, she works confidently in that company she once dreamed of. Not because she learned every grammar rule, but because she practiced one habit with dedication. Now, let's make this real for you. Here's a simple 3-step routine you can follow every day for 10 minutes. No teacher, no partner, no book. Step 1. Morning English thoughts. When you wake up, say everything you do in English in your mind. I'm getting up. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm feeling sleepy. Let's make tea. It might sound funny, but it trains your brain to wake up in English. Step 2. Midday self-talk. When you're walking, studying, or working, talk to yourself silently. I'm doing well. I should finish this soon. I can do better next time. These inner sentences become your automatic English voice. Step 3. Night reflection. Before you sleep, think about your day in English. Ask yourself, what did I do today? What made me happy? What can I improve tomorrow? This daily reflection builds emotional fluency, the kind that connects language with life. And here's a secret tip. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for frequency. Even if your sentences are broken, even if you use the wrong tense, keep going. Because fluency doesn't mean perfection. It means flow. Most people wait to become perfect before they start speaking. But the truth is, you become perfect only after you start. So promise yourself, from today, you'll stop being your own critic. You'll become your own coach. Every time you catch a mistake, smile and fix it. Every time you forget a word, replace it. Every time you hesitate, push through. Because English fluency isn't built in a classroom, it's built in your thoughts, in your actions, in your daily decisions. Remember, your mind listens to you. If you say, I'm bad at English, your brain believes it. If you say, I'm improving every day, your brain believes that too. So choose your words wisely, even in your mind. Start with small moments, repeat them daily, and soon, this habit will not just make you fluent. It will reshape how you think, how you feel, and how you express yourself. Because at the end of the day, learning English is not just about learning a language. It's about discovering a new version of yourself. A version that's confident. A version that's fearless. A version that's unstoppable. And this version of you already exists. You just need to unlock it, one English thought at a time. Every great transformation begins quietly. You don't notice it at first. It's just a few new words, a few new thoughts. But slowly, the way you think changes. The way you see yourself changes. And one day, you look back and realize you're not the same person anymore. That's exactly what happens when you build the habit of thinking in English. You don't wake up fluent one morning. You grow into fluency. Step by step, thought by thought, day by day. And here's the truth. Fluency doesn't come from how many words you memorize. It comes from how many words you live. When you start living your life in English, your inner world, your emotions, your goals, that's when English stops being a subject and becomes a part of you. Now, imagine this. 6 months from today, you wake up and your first thought is in English. You're brushing your teeth, and your mind naturally says, I have a busy day ahead. You check your messages and reply in English without translating. You watch a movie and you don't need subtitles anymore. You're living in English. You're not scared anymore. You don't pause, you don't freeze, because English has become your comfort zone. That's the real meaning of fluency. And that's the power of one simple habit, thinking in English every day. Let's go a little deeper. Why does this habit work so effectively? Because your thoughts shape your reality. What you think every day becomes what you say. What you say becomes what you do. And what you do becomes who you are. If your thoughts are in English, your mind automatically prepares you for opportunities that need English. It sharpens your confidence. It opens new doors. Job interviews, presentations, conversations with new people. Suddenly, these situations don't scare you anymore. They excite you. And the moment you stop being afraid of speaking English, you've already won. But here's something most learners don't talk about. Consistency. Everyone starts strong. But after a few days, they lose motivation. You might be thinking, how can I keep this habit forever? The answer is simple. Don't wait for motivation. Build discipline. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going. There will be days when you don't feel like practicing. Days when you think, what's the point? But those are the most important days because every time you continue despite feeling lazy, you grow stronger. You don't have to do something big every day. Even if you spend just 5 minutes thinking or speaking in English, it counts. Small progress every day creates massive results. So here's your reminder. Every English word you think, every sentence you build in your mind, every small effort you make, it all adds up. When you feel stuck, remember, fluency is not a race, it's a journey. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be better than yesterday. And if one day you feel like giving up, pause and look back at how far you've already come. Think about the first time you tried to say a full sentence in English. Think about the first time you understood a movie without subtitles. Think about the moment you realized your confidence was growing. Every little step you took brought you here. And every step you take next will bring you closer to fluency. Because fluency is not a talent, it's a habit. And habits, once built, become who you are. Now, let me tell you something personal. Every fluent speaker you see today, including native ones, started somewhere. They made mistakes. They mispronounced words. They forgot grammar. But they didn't stop. They laughed at their mistakes and kept moving forward. You can do the same. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let people's opinions stop you. You're not doing this to impress anyone. You're doing it to grow, to express yourself freely, to create a better version of you. So from today, make a promise to yourself. You'll think in English. You'll speak in English. You'll live in English. Not for perfection, but for progress. Not for others, but for yourself. Because your words have power. They can change how you think, how you act, and how you live. Remember, you don't have to start big. Start with small moments. One English thought while walking. One English sentence before sleeping. One English word when you're afraid. And soon, English won't be your second language anymore. It'll just be your language. You'll begin to express your heart in English. You'll begin to dream in English. You'll begin to create your world in English. That's what fluency truly means: freedom. freedom to speak your thoughts, freedom to connect with anyone, anywhere, freedom to learn, grow, and inspire. And when that happens, when you start thinking, feeling, and living in English, your world becomes limitless. Now, before this video ends, I want you to take one small step. Close your eyes for a second. Say to yourself, from today, I will think in English. Repeat it 3 times. Let your mind hear it. Let it believe it, because your words shape your world. And if you're ready to continue this journey, to learn English through motivation, stories, and mindset training, then this is your home. Hit that subscribe button right now, bell. Join our family of learners who believe in growing stronger every single day. Leave a comment below. Tell me what this video taught you or what habit you're starting today. Because your journey doesn't end here. It begins here. Remember this line. One habit can change your English. One habit can change your life. So keep learning, keep growing, and keep thinking in English. Your fluency is not in the future. It's already inside you, waiting to be unlocked.